What's going on, everybody? Jay the Black here. I am back with another video. The inspiration for this topic was because of the topic that I did in my podcast, my news entertainment podcast. It's on my other channel. Link is inside the description box. I did a portion of it. I talked about, it was the last portion of it. I talked about Kevin Garnett's sister getting arrested for armed robbery and bomb threats, and I talked about how crazy she looked in her mugshot, and also the fact that him and her are no longer on speaking terms. And I can see why. This woman is robbing check cashing stores, places, and it seems like he hasn't financially been helping her since they had the falling out, which was probably over money. And these are the type of reasons why sometimes if you want to be successful, you got to cut certain people off, because they're going to be nothing but a burden to you. Even if they're your family members, they could be friends. Sometimes you need to leave a certain relationship if you feel like there's no growth in it, you know? You can't stay in something where there's no growth. You know, you want to be able to say that I'm growing inside this situation and it bettered me. That's why, again, there's certain friends that you have to cut off, you know? Make that circle smaller, you know? Sometimes we outgrow people, you know? And I think Kevin Garnett outgrew his sister to the point to where they're no longer speaking to each other. And that's the premise of this video, because I wanted to really speak about letting people go. It's tough, man. It's tough when you have family members who you've been close with for a long time, and you just come to the realization that you no longer want to deal with these people. They're not really bringing much to your situation. They're being a hindrance to a certain extent. They're not helping you grow. They're not growing themselves. They still want to go around and do the things they're doing. Now, I don't know if there's any drug issues with this particular family member of Kevin Garnett, but we never know. I wouldn't rule it out. You know, drugs can come, you know, between a lot of family members. It's been known to do that. But there also could be other factors as well. Because even in the article I read, there was nothing said of drug use, so we can't really say that that's the main issue. But I can say that money is probably the issue. When men are successful, we're always told that we need to help the family, that we have to give back, and if we don't, we're going to be looked upon a certain way. And I think it puts a lot of young men in a tough spot. Just look at when you have athletes, especially young black athletes who come from an impoverished background. Once they make it to the pros, their family members want a piece of their hard work. You know, none of the family members took them to practice. None of them showed up at the games, but they want you to financially support them. They want you to take care of them. They want you to give them the type of lifestyle that you have. They feel like because you have the same last name or you share the same, you know, blood, that you're supposed to just give them a lifestyle when they did nothing to help you get to where you are. And even if they did, I mean, they shouldn't ask you for anything. You know, if we're going to help family members, we should help them off of the strength of them being family. And I think we've lost that. We've lost the will to help people just by them being family. You know, we tend to now expect. I think a lot of us are spoiled. A lot of us, we want things to be handed to us. This is the generation that we have nowadays, and we have a family member that's doing better than us. We expect them to help us. You know, I think that attitude has been around for a while, but it's more prevalent now because of social media, because people can air their grievances. You know, just like with Kevin Garnett's situation, if his sisters aren't robbing check cash in places, you know, that can be seen all across the web because of who he is. You know, imagine if he was still playing, you know. And I think that people should, especially if you're family members, if you really want your other family members to succeed, if you really care about them, you would do things for them, but you won't do it with the they're gonna do something for me. You know, they're gonna help me if I help them. Never think like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people can see through that. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like somebody's only doing something for me because they want something, I'm gonna recognize it immediately, especially because if I know it's not genuine. You know, if I call you to help me and you're not there, but you're always, calling me for help and I'm helping you, it's one-sided. You're going to get used to that. You're going to get used to it being a one-sided situation, and that is the problem a lot. We have these one-sided situations. People get used to that, so they don't think they should have to help you anymore, that you're supposed to help them. Especially when you become successful, they'll talk about how, they have it this difficult and that difficult, as if you never had it difficult. You have something now, so you should be able to give it to them. But they don't talk about they don't appreciate the fact that you worked hard to get where you at yourself. But still, I don't believe that even if you are a family member, you should be having your hand out, because that's not cool. That's not cool to sit up there and have your hand out and have a family member who you didn't do much to help get to where they at. You got your hand out wanting somebody to give you money or buy a car for you or lease a car for you or help you with payments on your house. Like, I talked about how Nas, made public his financial records, right? And there was a portion of his money each month that he was paying the family members. I mean, should he really be doing that? You got to think about that. Because I'm pretty sure he's been doing that for a long time. There's probably family members right now he's been giving money to since the 90s. Okay? Who could have by now done more for themselves, but they know they can rely on him to take care of them. It should never be like that. The only people that a man or even a woman has the duty to give money to or take care of is their own children. Those are the only people that they really need to be financially supporting, is their children, not their lazy family members, okay? Who could get a job, who can go back to school, who could learn a trade, instead of sitting around having their rent paid and their lights paid and groceries paid by a family member who feels guilty for the fact that he made it and they didn't. You know what? That's just too bad. That's too bad. If I had to work to get to where I'm at, you're going to do the same thing. You ain't getting no free ride. If I can't get no free ride, you're not getting one. Those are facts. Now, I can see you taking care of elderly or disabled people in your family. If you want to do that, that's fine. But not no able-bodied grown man or woman is going to be getting any money from me. I don't care. I mean, now, if you need me to help you like start up, as far as helping you start a business, helping you go back to school, I may even help you with your credit a little bit. But I'm not about to sit up there and pay your bills each month for years. That ain't happening. Okay, I'm going to get you started. I'm going to get you on your way. But I'm not about to sit there and take care of you. That's stupid. Financially, that's stupid. That money could be going to either your savings. It could be going to you, possibly putting money into your own ventures, into your children's education. You know what I'm saying? It could go to a lot of myriad of things that actually benefit you. Not family members who don't want to work. They want to live off what you've done. And that's why we have to get to a point, especially as young black men, to where we stop trying to take care of family members who are not going to appreciate it. Because as soon as 1 month we stop not giving you anything, that's when you're going to see the real them come out. That's when you're going to see the real that person for who they truly are. Because people only show you who they are when they get mad at you. So get a person upset with you, you're going to see exactly who they are. Not that facade they try to play. You know what I'm saying? Not like that fake, we're family, we cool, this and that. As soon as you say, you know what, maybe, I can help you now, but no, you're going to have to do something after that. You're going to see their real attitudes come out. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel entitled. There's a lot of entitlement going out there. You have women and men out there who feel entitled. That's what we have nowadays. And that's what you see in a lot of families. A lot of people in families, they feel entitled to what you worked hard for. And that's the type of mentality that needs to change. You can't build in a community when people are entitled. Okay? When people feel entitled, they don't want to work hard. They're going to have a mindset that they should have an advantage, that they should be given an edge. When really, they need to look themselves in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm not going to be begging and borrowing from family members all the time. I'm not going to have another man financially supporting me and my family. I'm going to do it on my own. And that's the type of mentality that is missing nowadays. That do it for yourself mentality that just isn't there. It needs to be there, but it just isn't there. And hopefully nowadays, from the type of mentality that you see a lot of men like myself have, maybe it can change. Who knows,